Do you ever feel that no matter how hard you try to be respectful and responsible with your money, it still isn't good enough? If your answer is yes, I am so glad we're meeting, and I'm so glad that we're having this chat now, because I have a feeling it's going to really help and has also come at the perfect time. Welcome to my channel. My name is Canna Campbell. I'm the founder of financial literacy platform SugarMamma TV. And I'm also a working mum of 3 young kids and 3 large dogs. So I totally get the juggle, the struggle, and the absolute chaos of life right now. But there's something I really want to stop and acknowledge right now. And that is how hard life feels right in this moment, especially in this crazy world. Everything is so expensive. Petrol, food, utilities. And it constantly feels like the goalposts are being moved further and further away to the point where we can't even see them anymore. And finally, when you feel like you've made a step forward, you have a sense of relief, thinking you can catch your breath, but then all of a sudden, a wave of new bills comes your way, and you're knocked off your feet now to discover that you're 4 or 5 steps back from where you started. Like those moments where you get a bill, have a sigh of relief, going thinking, yep, great, now we can start saving again, but then you open up your inbox and discover 2 or 3 new big bills waiting for you, but with less resources to actually pay them. And these are not the type of bills that I'm talking about that can be delayed, avoided, or ignored. These are the essential everyday living expenses. So if you're feeling this, please know you're not alone. And even as a financial planner that's smart with money, proactive with money, I'm feeling incredibly frustrated and disheartened. If I think about the last 10 days and the bills that have just unexpectedly come out of the blue that I've had to deal with, I had my computer hacked, which involved all new equipment. The oven door. The door of our oven fell off, needs to be replaced, not cheap. And then one of our dogs got sick and has done a huge amount of damage to our carpet in multiple rooms, which needs to be professionally dealt with. Those are 3 big bills that have felt like a massive punch in the guts. And to be really honest, to share this with you, I'm not exactly where I thought I would be in my mid-40s. I thought I would be earning more, or at least have more left over to show for it. And I thought I would have a slower pace of life, even with just a little bit more time for me. But like so many people right now, there are moments where it barely feels like we are keeping our head above water. Now, this video is not about negativity, whinging or whining or complaining. Quite the contrary. I'm actually a very positive person, very much a glass is half full type of gal, and someone who, yes, gets frustrated, annoyed, and feels flat. But I acknowledge those feelings and I let them pass. And once they have, I then turn inside. I go deep within to look at what is the message, what is the lesson, what is the wisdom, and how can I fix this? What is the strategy? What are the solutions? What are the opportunities? What are the ideas? What are the things that I can use within me to help myself? And this is really what the heart of today's video is really about: improving, learning to help ourselves. And I say this to you right now, because if there is one thing that I know for sure, both professionally and personally on my life experience, what I know is that when life gets tough, when things feel uncertain, when those challenges or even different challenges continuously show up, we are also being presented with an incredible opportunity that is hidden in disguise. An opportunity to grow, to evolve, and to become stronger than ever before. And whether we like it or not, we need to face the truth that failing right now isn't actually an option, is it? We have families, we have friends, we have responsibilities, we have goals and dreams and futures that we are building, and we should continue on building. But the thing is, we also need to remember that growth, deep, meaningful, authentic growth, only happens if we are willing and open to meet these challenges and look them dead in the eye, and show up with a different mindset and attitude. Now, I'm not sitting on my high horse saying, we need to toughen up and push through and you've got this. Absolutely not. I'm not pretending that this is easy. And I'm not pretending that I'm not feeling anxious or uncomfortable or even at times a little bit scared. But what I do know is that when we choose to open ourselves up, to go deep, to face this head on, and do so with an element of curiosity, courage, and even a little bit of faith within ourselves, this is when things start to change, they start to shift, and that transformation, the beautiful transformation, really does happen, and things start to get easier, different, and they start to move. Now, if you're listening to this and you're curious as to what I'm talking about and how to make this happen, I am so honored and I'm so excited. Where do we start? Well, we start by going deep within. We have to ask ourselves those confronting questions that we have been avoiding or putting off. And the reason why we need to do this is quite often the actual answer, the solution, the strategy, the opportunity, the work is actually right under our nose, but we've been so busy rushing and running through life that we haven't had the opportunity to stop, look at it, realize it, and embrace it, and embrace what the benefits and value it will bring to in our lives. So from a financial point of view, this is about looking at our expenses as a starting point and asking ourselves, where have we really potentially dropped the ball? Where are we potentially wasting money? Have we really done a budget? Have we done a budget properly? Do we have deep down an element of self-destruction? Do we have some toxic habits that we have been avoiding dealing with? Is there an element in our lives where we actually are being wasteful with money? If we can go deep and ask ourselves those uncomfortable questions, quite often we'll get some great ideas and solutions to work within. And then when we turn to our income, whether we work for ourselves, whether we're a contractor, self-employed, or we have a salaried job, what have we been avoiding that will help us increase our income? Perhaps we've been putting off having that conversation around asking for a pay rise, or perhaps we've been questioning our confidence and self-worth in avoiding applying for that promotion, or perhaps we've been avoiding the work needed to fix our CVs and resumes so that we can apply for that new job with that new company with that bigger salary. Or perhaps we've been sitting on the sidelines just waiting for the right time, coming up with excuses which has stopped us from starting to get into investing and building that passive income that's actually going to ultimately give us that financial freedom and independence. Or perhaps we've been avoiding calling HR and setting up that salary sacrificing plan. We have to go deep and ask ourselves with honesty, humility, and humbleness, where are we dropping the ball? How can we improve ourselves? Where are our weaknesses, and how do we turn our weaknesses into our strengths so that we can outgrow these situations that we will be constantly being slapped in the face with? By no means is this easy, and by no means should this ever be rushed. It's something you need to explore safely and securely, but you've really got to lean in. The more you lean in, the more inspiration you'll get, and the more ideas and strategies that will come to you to actually start making some serious changes in your life. And when you do this, you start to feel a powerful shift and a breakthrough. Your perspective changes, your energy changes, your attitude changes. And you can start to see a few more little wins along the way that build momentum. And you start to have faith again in yourself, and faith again in the future. You know that this season is not forever, but you can also see that this is the test, the challenge. A challenge that you are ready to accept and embrace because you know it's going to transform you. Transform you into a wiser, happier, more informed and aware person. And that's something that money can't really buy. So perhaps, hopefully, right now, you can see this magical moment. Yes, a blessing in disguise, hidden amongst a lot of uncomfortable mess with stresses and challenges, but one that you now know you can handle because you're capable. You're now just that little bit more confident, and you're willing to invest in yourself and do the work. So if you love this conversation, you want me to keep talking about this, let me know in the comments box below. As you know, I'm back every Sunday afternoon talking about a range of different things beyond, of course, money and personal finance. But no matter what topic I'm talking about here, I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve you, and I'm here to add value to your life so that together we can all live richer, more authentic, beautifully meaningful lives together. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.